Hey Soul Family, this is Mashida. I've been a high raw vegan for over 5 years, and in today's video, I want to share with you the 3 essential nutrients most people are missing in their life. Before I dive into the main subject of the video, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I am in a new environment now. Before I was making videos down in Colombia. Now I am back in the United States where I'm originally from on a spiritual community that I'm developing. So I'm happy to be back here in nature, enjoying the environment and space, and just I was traveling last week and had a retreat here, so there's been a lot of things happening, but everything is now relaxing. I'm able to start getting back into the consistent videos and connecting with you all. So thank you for your patience, and I am back again. So without further ado, let us dive into today's video. So the 3 essential nutrients most people are missing or not getting enough of is alkalinity, hydrating foods, and electricity. And electricity can also be considered like biophotons. I will consider them very similar, if not the same. And so starting with the first thing that we mentioned, alkalinity. It's important to make very clear that there are only 2 sides of chemistry: alkalinity and acidity. Alkaline or base and your acids. Most people are aware of this, but are not quite sure how this reflects the human body. And so I'm going to tell you guys right now how this matters to the human body. And when you understand this acid and alkaline sides, there's only 2 sides of chemistry, all healing will start to make much, much more sense. I'm grateful to have learned a lot of this from Dr. Robert Morris as well. So to understand that when you have a disease, a cancer, inflammation, whatever it is in your body, right, that's causing you pain, or it's hardening, that is breaking down, decaying, your cells are dying, you should understand that you have a situation of acidosis, a situation of acidity. And no matter what the disease is, no matter where the pain is coming from, this cause is the same. Your body is in an acidic environment and is trying to get rid of the waste, and it's causing you pain in the process. Yes, of course. So once we make this very clear, then the next question becomes, so if I create an alkaline environment in me, will I still have problems with disease? No, you would not, because diseases cannot exist in an alkaline environment. Bases help to grow, acids help to break down. And so once you start to really see that truth, then it gets exciting. Then, okay, well, if I maintain an alkaline state of environment, then I will maintain my health. I will always be healthy. And yes, that is true. And so the thing that is important is, okay, how can we get an alkaline diet? How can we create an alkaline environment? And the easy answer to that is your raw fruits and vegetables. And humans are, I say this all the time in my videos, humans are frugivores by nature. Humans were designed to eat fruit. We were not designed to eat raw animal flesh. We were not designed as well as to naturally dig into the ground for roots and things. We were made to pick fruit from trees. We are designed to see lots of beauty in fruit. Have you seen kids? They get super excited at fruit, but have you seen kids get super excited at a dead animal carcass? No. Right? So we know that. Okay, and so why alkaline? So I've kind of already said why alkaline diets are so important. So I would just focus into eat a diet high in raw fruits and vegetables, emphasizing the fruits, and you'll start to notice a transformative effect in your lifestyle and your environment, your terrain. And lots of things will start to go away as the body begins its healing process. The second important thing to see here as well is The hydrating quality of foods. Most foods that we commonly eat today in our standard diets are foods that do not contain lots of water content. You're thinking your potatoes, your starches, your beans, your legumes, your meat, because most meat is cooked, so it doesn't really contain much water at the end, or that water is blood, which is acidic. So very rarely are people eating water in their foods. Well, that's why we were taught we need at least 7 cups of water a day. However, if you eat mostly fruit, you'll notice if you eat a watermelon, do you desire to drink any water afterwards? No. You're good. You're satisfied. And so that is really the ideal way, is to eat, our apples, our oranges, our fruits that contain water, and we are satisfied and don't need to drink water. And the water is so important for the body because it really helps the lymphatic system move, while the alkalinity helps with creating the right terrain and environment. The hydrating quality of foods helps to move things through the system. It really helps to detoxify the body, wash away those toxins, and develop a new, stronger, more robust, healthy body. And everything in the body requires to some degree water. So like if looking to build more muscle mass, eating fruits will actually help in that process, because muscles are mostly water based. And most things in body, if you start to research, you'll figure out, oh wow, these things are actually mostly made up of water. So if we increase the quality of water we have in us and maintain the right quantity of water in us, then we are promoting complete, highly efficient systems in our bodies for overall health and well-being. Lastly, is the electricity, or the biophotons. And biophotons, most people have not heard of this. So in case you haven't either, biophotons essentially mean like particles of life in the simplest form. And biophotons are responsible for the feeling of connectedness that we have with others in our environment. So we all know kind of that sixth sense, that intuition, that feeling of oneness with everything, right? When we're younger, we have that feeling much more, but through lifestyle, diet, environment, that feeling becomes less and less. And of course, there are spiritual reasons and all of this, but there actually is a quantifiable number of biophotons in your body that would create such an environment. Meaning that if you're at 2,000 to 20,000 biophotons in your body, you're going to be probably more in a depressed state of consciousness. You're going to be more leaning towards negativity, more leaning towards selfish actions, all of that sort of stuff. The higher your biophoton count is, like 40,000, 50,000, etc., you'll start to really notice how much more you feel connected with everything, how much more there is this sense of intuition, there's this sense of constant guidance from the universe. Yes, there's spiritual practices that help with that, and they help tremendously with that. But eating fruit, it can be a spiritual practice. Eating fruit can really help you develop your spirit and your intuition. And so that is kind of the deeper side of biophotons. So the other side of biophotons as well is that we should understand that our cells need to communicate with one another, right? And the better that communication is between the cells, the more efficient everything moves in the body. Normally speaking, our cells do not communicate very well because the electrical nature of them are highly corroded through acidic diets. And so our energy, so to speak, is not very strong. Our energy is weak. Our electricity is weak. So we're not able to really have that high power cell fuel, that high power cell activity. And I mean, the results are obvious. If our cells are not performing well, which is the basis of our life, then clearly our body is not going to be doing well either. And so when you increase your biophotons, when you increase the amount of H3O2, the amount of gel water in your diet, the hydration, as well as make sure foods are alkaline, you're really giving your body everything it needs. The ideas of proteins, carbohydrates, fats are secondary and do not need to be focused on. That is just an illusion for the mainstream to focus on. What you need to focus on is your water content, your biophotons, and your alkalinity. If you have all three of those, you have a healthy body, by no means. And so the best foods that naturally contain all three, again, are fruits. Fruits are very watery, as we know. Fruits are alkaline, and fruits contain consciousness. They contain the biophotons. And so when we start to implement more fruit in our diet, I would recommend replacing at least your first meal of the day with fruits. And anytime you want to snack, eat fruit instead. And you'll notice within 30 days, I would say within 7 days, really, from the clients I've worked with, in 7 days, you'll start to experience what it feels like to really be alive in this human body. And how much faster you can grow spiritually. That's kind of been the main reason for me on this lifestyle, is the progression of my spirit. That's the most important thing that should be for all of us. And this lifestyle, this raw foods, has helped me tremendously on that. And so that's why I preach so much about it, because I feel that the word needs to be shared with you all, that fruits have the power to heal and to help us grow. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. It's been such a pleasure to be with you all in this time. And if you guys need more help with losing weight or building muscle mass on a raw vegan diet, then click the link in my bio to book a free discovery call with me to get you guys set up on your journey towards healing. Again, thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe. And until next time, ciao.